Next up on our 2025 CVC Fall Sports Media Day Tour is the Conneaut Spartans football team. We've got head coach Rocco Dobrand all the way to our right. Coach, thanks for being here. Why don't you just give us a quick preview? What can we expect out of the Spartans in 2025?
Well, I think we got a lot of experience coming back. We had a lot of young starters last year, and this year we got so we're more experienced coming up this year, and I think we have great senior leadership to lead those experienced players. So we're kind of excited. The guys have been working really hard, kind of taking the whole one day at a time. Let's get a little bit better every day. But it was a great off season. Kids got bigger, faster, stronger. Our numbers grew by about 15 kids, so a much bigger team. So we're excited to see what we're going to put on the field this year.
What's the identity of this team that you've seen forming in the preseason?
We're definitely a team that's going to run the ball, and everything will be based off of that. Our quarterback over here, Colby Stillner, has done a great job at leadership and leading this team. So him handing off the ball, getting guys to focus on our running back, and then he can kind of do his thing of getting the ball to our other skilled guys out in the slot, down the field, and those kind of things, hitting our tight end, but moving the ball around in different ways. But it all starts off of that run game, which obviously the offensive line is very important. And then defensively, we want to be known for our defense. And I don't know if we were there the last couple of years, but that's where we want to get to where, hey, anytime we play Conneaut Spartans, they're going to be a physical team that goes and hits you. And they fly to the ball. So that's kind of what we're looking for. And it's going to be a continuous work in progress to get there. So
Last year, obviously a tough year. How do you get the kids to shake that off and just know that, last year doesn't matter for this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a battle. But I thought we've had a successful program here for a long time. And, anytime you go 2-8, the first thing is to look at the coaches and look at ourselves and say, hey, reevaluate ourselves and how can we get better as coaches first, and how can we help our players out and help them improve. So yes, we did have a lot of young starters last year, a lot of sophomores and some things like that. But it also came down to, hey, let's reevaluate our coaching style, our coaching method, motivating kids, making sure they're doing the right things on and off the field. We're doing a book study right now just to, get them kind of motivated, but also just to get them to be better people, So just looking at the mirror, how can we create better leadership? And this senior class has actually took to it a lot better than last year's. So you just basically reevaluate yourself more when you have a tough season. So it's in some ways it was a really good thing, a really good learning lesson for us. We kind of got into on autopilot, like, hey, this is just the way we do things until we had last year's season, and we had to reevaluate and say, hey, we got to get better. And I think our coaching staff did a good job at doing that.
Outstanding. All right, Coach, I'll come back to you after I talk with the guys. We'll start right there to your right. For the folks at home, introduce yourself, name, grade, and what positions you're going to play this year.
Kason Hayes. I'm a senior, and I'm going to be playing receiver and corner.
Receiver and corner. All right, so coming in, obviously a new season for you. What changes have you seen out of this team compared to last year?
I just see a lot more effort in practice, and just like people, it just seems like the team wants it more, and they just want to win a lot more than last year.
When you look at your role, how involved will you be in the offense? Coach talked a lot about running the football. How involved is a wide receiver going to be in that type of a situation?
I mean, I'll just do whatever it takes to win the game. So it just depends on the week. If I get the ball a lot one game, I do, and hopefully I do the best I can with that ball that week. If I don't get the ball at all, I just hope we win, and I do my best with blocking and just leading everybody else.
How's your chemistry with the quarterback?
Oh, it's great. That's my best friend.
That always helps, right?
Yeah.
He's going to make sure to try and get you the ball. All right, and then defensively, as a DB, what's your role? What kind of style do you play? Are you a shutdown corner? You aggressive? What do you try to do?
Yeah, I think I'm more of like a shutdown corner. I'm more of a technician. I'm not the fastest or the biggest, so I really have to rely on just like skill and like being in the right position at all times.
What's the key to being successful as a DB?
Just working hard every day.
Give me a breakout player on offense, a breakout player on defense. Just somebody you think's going to have a big year this year, and why?
I think Aaron Johnson will have a big year. He wasn't involved much on the offensive end last year. He got some reps, but I think he'll have a bigger role with Ryan Turner injured at tight end.
Okay.
And defensively, I think Nick Vendetti will have a good year getting some reps at corner. He's just helping out there in the secondary.
All right, last one for you is just how are you being a leader, a senior leader this year?
Just trying to lead by example, do the right stuff around all the younger kids, and like encourage them all.
All right, good luck to you this fall. Let's go to your right. Name, grade, and positions.
I'm Carrick Dobrin, senior, running back, wide receiver, and corner.
All right, so running back in a running offense, that's music to your ears. What do you see out of this offense that gives you the indication that it's going to be successful this season?
I think we're working a lot harder than last year. I think we're going to do good. I think we'll all work together a lot better.
Those guys up front are going to be a key to any successful offense. Who are the guys up front, and how do you see that unit developing right now?
I think one of our better alignment is Chetty Arcaro. He'll help a lot.
How do you see that unit coming together so far?
I think we're looking pretty good.
What's the key to making sure that offense clicks?
I think spending time together off the field helps a lot.
All right. And then from your perspective, what are you hoping to accomplish this year? What are your individual goals and your team goals?
As a team, I'm hoping to just win more than last year. And as an individual, I'm hoping to do good when I get my chances.
At this point in the preseason, how do you feel? Is the offense ahead of the defense, or is the defense ahead of the offense?
I think offensively, we're probably a bit ahead. We have a bit more installed there. And defensively, we need to work on getting our technical stuff down a bit.
Obviously, we don't want to harp too much on last year's season, but what did you take away from last year that's helping you prepare better this season?
I think a lot of the difference is going to be leadership this year.
Outstanding. All right. Good luck to you this fall. Let's go to your right. Name, grade, and position.
Colby Steltner, senior quarterback.
All right. Coming in, Colby, what do you see as the difference in this team this year compared to last season?
The leadership and the mentality from all the guys on the team. There's people that actually want to be here and win games.
And then just offensively, how are you settling in at quarterback?
I'm good. I'm feeling comfortable with my team and everybody around me. And I think we're going to do good.
We talked to one of your running backs, one of your wide receivers. Who else is in that mix to catch some passes and carry the ball?
I think all my receivers and running backs, they're all number one guys to me. They're all good guys to throw the ball to, give the ball to. They're all good.
All right, and then as the quarterback, you get to go up against your defense every day in practice. Don't give away any secrets, but give us a scouting report. How's the defense coming along?
They're good. They make me better, that's for sure. I think they're definitely getting along much better than last year.
Everyone's talking about leadership, but what does that really mean, especially for a football team?
Just lifting other people's heads up and, just going at it day by day.
All right, give me your breakout players, offense and defense, and why?
I think Devontae Harris, one of my wideouts, he's going to be really good on offense. And Nick Vendetti on defense, too. He's just a really good corner.
Outstanding. All right, good luck to you this fall. Coach, back to you. Talked a little bit of offense, mostly offense, a little bit of the defense. Talk a little bit more about the defense. How do you see that unit coming together?
I think they're coming together really well. And like I said, our numbers are better this year. So I feel like we have more one-way players, which I think is going to keep us more fresh. In the middle of the field, we got Josh Sabo and Alistair Castellano. And those guys are like defense-only guys, and they're passionate and like have become great friends playing in the middle of the defense there. And they kind of they just play off each other. They have a great relationship and kind of run the defense as far as the front goes. Chetty Arcaro is a D lineman and like offense lineman, like he said, he looked really good in our first scrimmage. And Mason Prattley has done a great job defensively and offensively. I mean, there's several guys you can name that are just doing an outstanding job. And then, Brady Vera is a safety, and he's a returning junior that started last year as a sophomore both ways. And he's kind of that quarterback in the backfield that's just kind of in the defensive backfield, and it's kind of telling all the DBs where they're at, what they got to do, and that kind of stuff. And with him and Case in here doing that, it's really helping those younger guys. Like they keep bringing up Nick Vendetti, who is looking great right now as a sophomore corner, and but it's because these guys are teaching those younger guys what to do and how to do it, and they're following that kind of lead at those other spots. But I think our defenses got simplified from the past, and I think that's helping them guys think less and just react to the plays more and just get to the ball. So I think that's been a positive this offseason as far as the defense goes.
Every team wants to win state titles, district titles, regional titles, conference titles. You don't have to do those things to have a successful season. So how are you going to define success for your team this year?
I think in a coach's eyes, are we teaching them the right thing, and do they learn the right way to do things? Whether it's having good manners, like those little things, I think are really the things that matter. Are they hustling on the field? Are they hustling off the field? Are they, when things go wrong, how are they acting when things go wrong? If I got 95% of my kids, things go wrong, but then they could let it go and keep going and play the next play. Those are accomplishments to me. If things start going bad and they start losing it and acting up and getting penalties and doing the wrong things, their character slips, then I feel like I'm not doing my job. And as far as success goes, because success comes down the road on how good of people these guys become. And we truly believe that in our system. And, hopefully teaching that stuff leads to wins. Sure. Like everybody wants to win. We want to win. We want to beat our rivals all the time. We want to win our conference. These guys, I know talking to them when we had our team talks, a lot of the seniors want to get their first playoff win because Conneaut's never had a playoff win. So they definitely have their goals that they set for themselves as a team. But I think they can get there by doing the right things on a daily basis and just trying to better yourself a little bit every single day as a person and as a player. And we preach that. And it's just going to matter if they follow along with that. And I think the senior group has done a great job of leadership in that way, like doing the right things, not being rah-rah guys, but just doing the right things and letting those younger guys follow them and doing the right things. So it's been a good group, and it's been fun to watch them this summer.
Outstanding. All right, Coach, I appreciate you and the guys taking some time out of your day to preview the season. I wish you the best of luck this fall.
Thank you.
Thank you.